I know this story is about a week old, and I know with the internet that's like way in the past, but I just wanted to talk about this because it's a very interesting topic. So last week, Garry's Mod announced that they would be removing all Nintendo assets from their game. It has been out since 2004, and it has Nintendo assets for 20 years, and it's insane that it's all being taken down. Now, initially, it was speculated that Nintendo was the one who took it down, but this rabbit hole has been very, very, very interesting, to say the least. So, I thought in this little video, I would just talk about this scenario. So first, GMOD posted an update on their website called Nintendo Stuff on Steam Workshop. We're working on removing all Nintendo-related stuff from Steam Workshop. Some of you may have noticed that certain Nintendo-related workshop items have been recently taken down. This is not a mistake. The takedowns came from Nintendo. Honestly, this is fair enough. This is Nintendo's content, and what they allow and don't allow is up to them. They don't want you to playing that stuff in Garry's Mod. That's their decision. We have to respect that and take down as much as we can. This is an ongoing process, as we have 20 years of uploads to go through. If you want to help us by deleting your Nintendo-related uploads and never uploading them again, that would help us a lot. So, this came out of the blue. Nobody knew that this was happening until, they made the announcement saying, hey, Nintendo is taking it down, so there's no more like Nintendo stuff in there. Initially, what came to mind was the fact that channels like SMG4, a channel that I watch a lot and I actually review, could be affected by this, as they use GMOD for a lot of their videos, and since there's no more Nintendo assets in there, then that could be a problem. However, even if that was the case, even if that was the situation, there are many scenarios that could be done. For starters, SMG4 also has SM64. That's a big part of it, and that's not going away anytime soon. They also have original character models, so if they want to use those original character models in their show, they can still do that in Gmod. To my knowledge, yes, those are still up. And if they want to use higher quality programs, I can't confirm this, but I do think they use SFM or Source Filmmaker. So they also have that. They could also use Blender. Again, I don't know if they use that, but these are just other programs that they could possibly use. So Gmod isn't the only one that they necessarily have to rely on. But still, it's been very, very interesting. This also affects, I know there are some animators who use Gmod for Splatoon fan animation videos. And yeah, I feel, and it's very unfortunate to, see that, but the story doesn't end there. So, what I found really interesting about this, and a bit strange, was that Nintendo, if this is Nintendo, why did they take so long to, stop this? Because, why, okay, if they have been doing this for 20 years, I'm sure Nintendo knew about Gmod, in the 20 years it's been up. So, I was a bit confused why now, in 2024, they're deciding to take it down. But it's Nintendo, so they're probably going, they might have just figured it out, and they might have wanted to take it down. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Supposedly, the person who had sent, I think Gary Newman, the creator of Gmod, I guess quote unquote cease and desist letter. He actually the name of it was Aaron Peters. Now apparently this Aaron Peters guy is infamous for sending false takedown notices for things like Nintendo, well, not just Nintendo assets, but other add-ons and assets in Gmod. So apparently this is not his first time, and this was brought up to the creator, Gary Newman's attention for Gmod, and he had this to say on Twitter. Yes, we have gotten your emails and DMs. We have seen your threads. We are doing our investigations. We need to take these things seriously, particularly from Nintendo, but we also can't let people misuse DMCA takedowns. And then, a little bit later, he says, I have been assured that the takedowns have been verified by Nintendo as legit. So this will now continue as planned. Sorry. So, naturally, some people may have said, hey, this might end here. This is unfortunate. However, there have been more evidence about how this could maybe not be Nintendo. I believe I saw a tweet where it was like somebody actually got in contact with Nintendo customer support. I can't say if it's real or not, but I remember just seeing it. And what I do remember hearing was that the email address used for the takedown was not an email address associated with Nintendo. So it's very interesting, why this is happening. Because, again, if this is Nintendo, I am not surprised. This is really stuff that Nintendo does. And if this is just some random dude who's just causing trouble to the Gmod community and people who actually, have, internet careers or just careers in general off of it, that's not a really cool thing to do. And I don't really know, where it's at. I don't honestly know who to believe. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you think it's Nintendo who who told them to take down the Nintendo add-ons, or was it just some random person impersonating Nintendo? Now, here's what I'll say if it's the latter. If it is some random person impersonating Nintendo, Nintendo is going to do everything in their power to ruin that person's life. Nintendo does not take kindly to things that are how they react when people use emulators, when people mod their games or do stuff like that. They are ruthless. Now, to impersonate them and pretend to be doing a DMCA takedown, that's illegal to do that. If there is a person abusing that system, that is illegal. They cannot do that because that could get you in a lot of trouble if you do that. So, I honestly, again, I don't know where, I haven't heard much about it in the past few days, but if there's an update, I'll look into it and see how that goes. But honestly, this has been a really wacky, situation, and I just had to talk about it, and I'm wishing the best for, I hope the situation gets resolved, and I really hope, because I haven't been on Gmod in a while, I don't know if the Nintendo assets have already been removed, but I'm hoping they still stay up, and I'm just hoping this is all a false alarm. But at this point, I don't really know. And that's about it. Have a good one.